If you've been charged with possessing a fake ID in the city of Ann Arbor, your case will be heard at the 15th District Court. Now, this is a misdemeanor crime, and a lot of times when a client of mine is charged with having a fake ID, they're also charged with minor possession, urinating in public, open intoxicant, other misdemeanors. So you may be dealing with just one case here or multiple cases. A fake ID charge is a crime. If you're convicted of having a fake ID, going forward, the question, have you been convicted of a crime? Do you have a criminal record? The answer to that would have to be yes. Right now, that's what's going to happen in your case. Going to court on this charge, go in front of the judge and say, Judge, I plead guilty. You may have the greatest excuse. You may have a 3.9 GPA. You may have intentions going forward and having a really bright future. It simply doesn't matter. What we need to do together is get this charge dismissed. Get this charge dismissed, not because you have a 3.9 or not because you're going to have a bright future, but because this was an isolated moment in time. Something that going forward, you will make better choices. Something where we demonstrate that you have learned from this. What I have done is I've created the Ann Arbor Criminal Defense Playbook. It's a book available on Amazon.com. One of the type of cases I talk about in there are fake ID cases in Ann Arbor. What my clients do from day one is we're proactive. We're proactive by putting tools in place that give you the opportunity to show real action to the prosecutor, to the judge, to the police department, and your community. Right now, they only know one thing about you. They know you had a fake ID with you, or you're possessing alcohol underage. That's the only thing they know. They don't know what you've accomplished in the past or what you'll be doing in the future. We need to show them in the present moment what you're doing to show that you've learned from this. I'm quite confident if you follow my program that we can create an option to keep this off of your record. So if you're charged with a fake ID, or your son or daughter or a friend are charged with fake ID, I encourage you to contact me and talk about your case. Talk about where you are in life or where your son and daughter are in life, what their goals are, and we can talk about how my program can help them keep this off of their record. To have a criminal record the rest of your life, for fraudulent documents, for a crime of dishonesty, theft, and fraud is simply not fair. This was an isolated moment in time, and I can help demonstrate that it is for your daughter, for your son, or for yourself.
The 15th District Court is located in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The court is based in Washtenaw County and is located at 301 East Huron Street. The judges at the 15th District Court are the Honorable Joseph Burke, Elizabeth Hines, and Karen Volvo. There are two different prosecutors for the Ann Arbor Court. The case will either be charged by the City of Ann Arbor or the Washtenaw County Prosecutor's Office. The arresting agencies for the 15th District Court are the City of Ann Arbor, the Washtenaw County Sheriff, Michigan State Police, and the University of Michigan Public Safety Department. For this court, some cases will begin with an active warrant for the arrest of the defendant, while other cases will have an arraignment date for the defendant to appear before the court for bond to be set, and the case to begin. With an attorney on your case, it's very likely that this court would allow the arraignment to be waived, and a pre-trial to be set in the future. If the court insists on an active warrant, you would simply arrange to go with your attorney. With the arraignment, and/or the warrant now in the past, it's time to gather every piece of information about your case. This is done with the discovery process, and your attorney works with the prosecutor and police to obtain all evidence. Now that we better understand the strengths and weaknesses of the case, it's time to create leverage, using our out-of-court proactive approach, along with the contents of the case itself. In order to obtain the best result in your case, a decision must be made between resolution with the prosecution, and a strong focus on obtaining the best sentence from the court, or setting the matter for a pre-trial motion, for trial. The 15th District Court is a really good court to work with, because the judges and prosecutors are very open-minded to clients being proactive, and changing the perception of themselves from day one. I always tell clients that you're going to be treated like a human by the judges, prosecutors and the probation department. It is a court that truly has the best interest of the client at heart, even though it may not always feel that way. If you or someone in your life is charged with a crime at the 15th District Court, give me a call or send me an email. I've written various books on exactly what you're charged with, and what you're going through right now. I spent years as a prosecutor, and I switched to the defense side, because I saw too many good, hard-working folks who are not criminals, but rather good-hearted and responsible people, but in the moment end up on the wrong side of the law. I worked with thousands of defense lawyers that were not humanizing their clients, or giving them an opportunity to change the perception of who they are. Someone charged with a crime should not solely be judged on that one moment in time. I really enjoy helping people turn a negative experience into a moment of growth and opportunity. We cannot change the past, but we do control the present, and the future. If you're open to hard work, and a second chance, I look forward to helping.